Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am directing you, I'm striking that witness's testimony, and you are not to consider it in your deliberations. Would you like to learn what this is about? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law in the state of New York. So let's say a witness is called to the stand, and now this witness testifies. He now is being asked lots of questions about what it is that he saw, what it is that he understood occurred. And now the defense has an opportunity to cross-examine that witness. But let's say there's a problem with this witness's testimony. And now the judge makes a decision about striking this witness's testimony. The jury has now heard the questions, they have heard the answers from this particular witness, and he's come to the decision that this witness's testimony is not admissible. He then turns to the jury and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, you are to disregard this witness's testimony. You've now been listening to this witness for the last 2 hours testify about this particular thing." And there's a cool bird flying right by. Maybe you can see it in the background. It's so neat. All right, so let's say this witness has been testifying for a couple of hours. The judge turns to the jury and says, "Listen, you are to disregard this witness's testimony." Can the jury unring the bell? Now, I've talked about this before. What does it mean to unring the bell? Well, what it means is that the jury has now heard all this information. They've heard all the questions. They've heard all the answers the witness has given. They've seen how the witness has behaved on the witness stand, the demeanor. And now they're being told, disregard everything you've just heard, and ultimately when the case finishes and you now go to deliberate, you are to disregard that entirely. And don't consider that when you now decide who's right and who's wrong. And that's really difficult for anybody. Why? Because not only have they heard that information, but now the judge is highlighting this fact to disregard everything. If the judge does not give that corrective instruction, and now the defense loses the case, they may have grounds to appeal the case on the basis that the jury considered that information that they never should have heard as part of their verdict, and that's why we now won the case. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on during the trial process in the state of New York, in an accident case, in a medical malpractice case, or even in a wrongful death case. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.